let's get some backstory out of the way real quick with this one. And I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna take my time doing this commentary because this is like my third time trying, and it's got like that's happening every time now. And the reason why is because I'm not good at it. I am green as shit. Green as a bug. You know what I mean? So the commentary is not my strong suit. What am I supposed to do? Put some Apple Garage Band kind of, music that you've heard a million times on Kickstarter videos, and some guy playing a fucking ukulele. You know what I'm talking about? Those happy kind of. This is our product. We're looking at the way people make nacho cheese in their kitchen, and we decide to include smart technology. Wait a minute. All right. Where am I at? Oh yeah. What you're looking at is a parody, a Beavis and Butthead parody, intertwined with a a silly podcast feud that's going on. I've listened to podcasts since 2005. Before Joe Rogan, Adam Carolla, Mark Maron's WTF, all of that stuff. Before that came along around 2009 and gave the format some more validity. There were shows going on for about 5 years before that, since 2005. And there's a couple of shows that had prominence back then when it came to the new iTunes directories and all that stuff. Keith and the Girl and Nobody Likes Onions. I am a Nobody Likes Onions listener, and they're beefing, or they were beefing, or they're not really. There's a story behind it. It's entertainment. It's it's a misunderstanding that turned into a beef, which turned into content, and so I had this kind of vision in my head earlier this day. I actualized it. It's lowbrow as shit. I'm not above going, I'm not above juvenile stabs such as this. And I'm actually happy the way this turned out because I had it in my head and I said, okay, if I can pull this off, it'll be good. It'll be funny. Subjective, of course, to me at least. Now, what you're seeing right now, one of the hosts of Keith and the Girl, I'm drawing her right now. This is sort of an invented thing because I'm looking at a picture, but I'm sort of inventing the angle that I'm looking at. I'm just using the eyes and the smile and all that, all that stuff. But it's recognizable, and that's all that matters. Like, that's all I wanted to do is make sure that they were recognizable. It is still making me laugh. Yeah, it's been seriously, I was sitting on this video for a week because I didn't want to do this commentary because I'm not good at commentary. And again, I'm not going to put some lame music that you've heard a million times behind it and act like I think that's cool and act like, everybody hasn't heard it on every GoFundMe video. So now that I got her out of the way and I was, confident that people would know who that is. By the way, did I mention that I just made this for a Facebook group? I just made it to hopefully make some people there laugh. That's it. It's very juvenile. It's very, I shouldn't be proud of it. But again, who gives a shit? So where I'm at right now, I realize that if I can pull this off, if I can pull off him recognizable, then I'm golden. There's always this point with drawing where you have an idea in your head. There's a couple things that happen every single time. Right when I start, I'm scared. Like, I can't do it. Like, I haven't done it many times before, actualize something in my head and turn it into an image. So when you're looking at a blank canvas or blank paper or, a white blank screen looking at you, if you're drawn digitally, it's like I get this hesitancy. I don't want to start. Once I start, then it becomes rewarding. You know what I mean? And there's always this point where I'll hit. There's another thing. So once I get the ball rolling, once I get momentum going, that's like the number one kind of obstacle thing. The other thing is there's this sort of aha moment while making something that I know I'm good. And in this case, when I'm drawing him, I'm like, if I can pull him off too, then we're good. Right now, I'm sort of like, there's something missing. And this is what it is. Right? Is it here? Basically, it's the cheeks. Once I started putting a little bit of shape to the cheeks, that guy's face popped out. Um, but anyway, what was my point? What was I talking about? Drawing. Yeah, drawing's fun. That's the insight in this video to that's it's sort of like the process. And every time that I start something new, I go in thinking I don't know what I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And part of it is you kind of don't know what you're doing unless you're drawing the same thing over and over and over again. Luckily for me, I've been drawing people, like portraits specific, since I was like 12. So regardless of whether or not I'm, that Asian guy at the mall who draws photorealistic pictures, that okay, maybe that's a little too inside in my own head. Then I don't know. I just assume there every mall there's an Asian guy who fucking rules drawing portraits in a little one of those little middle kiosk things. Um, so what was my point? Drawing this. Got to get back on track. I was really struggling here, figuring out exactly what type of look, what type of medium I was gonna have for. See, I'm doing it over and over again. The couch. Yeah, I got my shit together. I'm kind of over this video right now. Oh god, we're only 2/3 of the way through it. Um. Yeah, I'm just zoning out now. I don't even remember what I was talking about. I was talking about some Asian guy. Oh, whether or not I'm good at drawing portraits or not. I'll tell you what. These are the two people that I wanted to draw. That's all I know. And the captions, what I'm drawing right now, are pretty inside to the shows. But I noticed that when I was drawing the ha 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 and the he 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 of Beavis and Butthead's laugh, it's a little too I don't know, like not hypnotic, but sort of like pattern. Like it just what I realized right there is when I drew the he he, I drew the e's a little bit smaller, and it kind of popped a little bit more. It's a little more readable. See right here is it was like like Beavis does, but the sort of phonetic spelling of that didn't really work well with me, so I go back and I change it up. See, I redrew that. See, it just kind of like looks a little bit less it doesn't look so much like Morse code or binary. Yeah, not bad for you know, two sketches of people, two recognizable sketches in a 2-hour drawing session. See, that's what I like about this. It's like it's that I don't want to say old school for my videos, but the first few videos that I would make of drawing sessions were about 2 hours. When you time lapse them into like 10 minutes, this is the sort of the flow. You can kind of follow it. Oh yeah, right there. I was looking up the old school Beavis and Butthead logo, and then I tried to recreate it as best I could with the lettering, trying to get the lettering down, and that sort of pop bubble thing on the outside. It's very important. If you don't get this right, then it just looks like it just looks off. It doesn't look recognizable. I mean, I guess well done is the what I'm talking about. Like it doesn't look well done if it doesn't look recognizable. And I didn't want to do the new school, MTV Shine Beavis and Butthead logo. I want to do that old school one. Oh shit, yeah. So that's probably the thing that I'm not super proud of is that I called her slut sluthead. But it's a parody and there's a girl and butthead, sluthead. Um yeah, it's not my proud it's not my proudest moment, but it still kind of makes me giggle. So yeah, maybe one day I'll be pretty good at this commentary thing, and until then, this is the ride out screen, and I don't know. Whatever, man. I don't know how to end it. Catch you next time.